A histogram is a chart that displays the shape of a distribution. A histogram looks like a bar chart, but groups values for a continuous measure into range or bins. We have already tackled the topic of bins previously. So what bins do is it sets a continuous range in between all these different stacks of bars, and histogram is nothing but this continuous range of bins. So like how in bar chart there was a space between two different bars, in histograms that is not the case. All the bars are perfectly converged with one another. So yeah, so we'll see how to do this histogram also. Let's create a new sheet, name it as histogram. Okay, and now what we'll do is drag quantity into columns. Oh yeah, by the way, one more feature that I want to tell you that might come in handy for graphs and maps is that when you go to show me, right now we have not selected any of these values, right? So if you hover over them, it is telling us right here that what kind of graphs they are and what type of values do we need in our dimensions and as our measures. So for this text tables, we need one or more dimensions and one or more measures. Similarly, for pie chart, we need one or more dimensions, but only one or two measures, not more than that. So these are certain constraints that are there for making particular graphs or charts. And we can always refer to show me for that. All right. So, okay, for this one, what we need to do is drag quantity to columns. So let's see where quantity is. Yeah, quantity, found it. I'll drag it into columns. Next, what we need to do is in the show me toolbar, select the histogram chart type. As you can see, as soon as I have dragged quantity to my column, nothing has been highlighted but my histogram and this bar graph. So for histogram, as you can see, it has given us that we can try with one measure. So I'll click on this and Tableau automatically creates bin for my histogram and it has plotted a histogram for me. Excuse me. So for each bin, it is telling us that for the bins 0 to 2, the count of quantity is 933. For the bins 2 to 4, the count of quantity is 4875. So it is telling us that what number of quantity lies in what bins. And histogram is basically that it gives us the statistical information about our data. Yeah, so this is how we can use plot histogram in our excuse me, Tableau. Next, what we can do is drag segment to color, all right, and hold down the control key and drag quantity field from row cell to label. So let's see, let's drag segment to color. And now the histogram has been divided into segments also. So for we get to see the count of quantity for every segment in every bins, and the quantity we can copy it by using control and dragging it to our label. And now it is giving us the quantity also for that. Copied this quantity. I need to copy this count of quantity. So if I drag it into my label, yeah, I'm getting the count of quantity for each of these segments in each of my histograms bar. And this is how we plot a typical histogram. So are these steps clear? Okay, one more thing. Again, we can use the quick table calculation feature of Tableau. So what we can do here is click on the marks card, like the count of quantity that is present on the marks card. Click on the quick table calculation and then go for percent of total. So now we are also getting the total percentage for this entire chart, like what percent of this particular value lies based on our entire data set. So yeah, but what if we want to compute the percentage for each of these bars, right? For that also we have a process. For that we need to click on the marks card again and right click on the count of quantity and select edit table calculation right here. And then in the table calculation dialog box, we need to change the value of compute using field to cell. So here it's uh, compute using table has been selected. What it is doing is it is computing the percentage for the entire data set, for this entire table that we are performing upon. But what if I want to perform the percentage only on the particular cells? Cells means these values. So I'll click on the cells, I'll close this, and now I have got my percentage for every cell. So if you would add this, they will all add 200%, and that is what it is telling us, that this is the percentage count for every cell in our histogram. All right. So okay, this was histogram.